I'm Erica.
I'm Maggie.
And we're almost socially irrelevant.
The podcast where you guys hang out with us, two almost socially irrelevant girls in our 20s.
As we discuss socially relevant topics in pop media.
And this week, you guys, we have a lot to cover because you know what was last weekend? The Oscars.
Yes.
But before we get into the Oscars, I just want to say, what is like an underrated movie in your eyes?
I have many underrated movies. First and foremost, The Magic of Moonacre.
What? Okay, you said that. What
It's so good.
Give me the plot in like 2 sentences.
In 2 sentences. Okay. Recently orphaned girl finds magic book left to her by her father.
Okay.
Mystery and romance ensue at a mansion in the countryside. But
Okay.
It's like magical.
Wait, what year was it filmed?
Oh my god, I couldn't even tell. Like, I literally,
Like,
I think I saw it on like Prime TV when I was like 5.
so that would. What year was that? 2007?
Yeah,
2007,
around that time.
2008.
Let me look when it was filmed.
Personally, mine would have to be Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Okay.
I don't know. I watched that this summer for the first time, and I didn't know honestly what to expect next, especially when the
2008.
tractor blew up. Oh, I might be spoiling it for anybody who. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning if anybody wants to watch Drop Dead Gorgeous. But when the tractor blew up and it killed that one beauty contestant, literally was not expecting that because she was just driving her tractor and then all of a sudden it just caught in the flames and then everyone was talking about it and then everybody else like died or got sick.
Another banger that I love is Welcome Home, Roxy Carmichael, and How to Make an American Quilt. They both have Winona Ryder in them.
Oh, queen.
You would love Welcome Home, Roxy Carmichael.
Give me the 2 minute or two sentence synopsis.
It's low-key like opposite Edward Scissorhands, like not at all, but she's kind of like this very like gothy.
I've never
girl.
seen Edward Scissorhands.
You've never seen Edward Scissorhands?
I have not. So I know what we're gonna do at like a slumber party.
Absolutely. Okay, Bella, sound good to you? But she's like in this very like Norman Rockwell-esque. It's fun. It's a fun movie. And she's like searching kind of for her birth parents because she's like, there's no way I could have been born to these super preps. And it's very like 1980s coming of age. How to Make an American Quilt. It's like a series of like vignettes of like women, like older women who are in this like quilting club, I think. It's been a few years. But it goes back like through their lives and like why they are the way that they are. And it talks about like how quilting is storytelling and was used for like centuries like as like women's main way of like passing down like lineage.
Wait, I honestly I can agree with that, but also it's like it was just based off what people do nowadays with like t-shirt quilts.
Yes.
I love t-shirt quilts. That's like that. You saying that, I was like, I have a t-shirt quilt.
Did you make it?
No, I got a bunch of like my old high school t-shirts rounded up and my mom sent them to go get made. It was a lot of like all like my cheer ones, my rowing ones. She got them all sent away, and then got them made into a little quilt.
You did cheer?
I did do cheer. I did cheer for 12 years of my life.
That is so crazy. I was in cheer from 7th grade, and then when I moved to high schools, I was like, I'm not going to do it anymore.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Okay, so wait. This is so niche. So in Michigan, where I'm from, we are like competitive cheer, like high school competitive cheer is like 3 rounds of like yelling.
Yes.
And like it's like first round is like jumps and like motions and like very like everyone's doing something different, looks really cool. Second round is always like that's like kind of like tumbling and jumping again. Third round is always stunting and stuff. Like what did you do all-star or did you do like school?
I did school competition. It was like the first year that we did competition too. But then I moved and I was being like, again. But I did basketball cheer, I did football cheer. But when we started in competition, the syndicate like that we were in. Is that the proper word? Felt like the
District?
proper word. Like, no, like the competition syndicate.
Oh, okay.
It was like dance, so we did jumps sometimes, but that was like at the camps, like we'd do like jumping things and you could like win a trophy or whatever. But
did you ever go to like NCA or like UCA camp?
yes.
We never got to do those.
You didn't get to go to UCA?
Because like Michigan cheer is so different than like all the other cheer like states that do cheer. And so like for us, we would go to like, I think it was called Champion, and we would go to like a local college in my state. Actually, one of my friends went to go cheer at that college and is now she's going to be a 4-time national champion. If you're watching this, you're going to be a 4-time national champion. But she like, we just did like our camps there, and it was like a 3-day thing, and we had like the spirit stick. There was like instead of like our awards were like megaphones that they would pass out. I don't know. I wanted to go to NCA or UCA camp so bad.
We went to the UCA camp, and it was so fun, but it was also like total drag sometimes because we were in like these super hot gyms at like ISU.
Oh
yeah.
Oh god.
But yeah, our like competitions, it was like all like one go. So it was kind of like what you say, it's not Top Gun by like any means, but it was you're tumbling, like your stunts, tumbling, and then also dance, like all in the same, like, and you had like 2 minutes to complete it.
Oh wow.
See, fun though.
I know, but yeah, I think like going back to like the quilt thing, like
Yes.
that's kind of what I thought about. Oh my god, but wait, we're gonna have to debrief that later.
Yeah, because cheer just
it's one of my favorite sports, and I'm so excited for the World Championship coming up.
Absolutely.
But we can discuss that in a later podcast episode. Oh my gosh, is there any more like underrated movies you would say that I feel like I really like love mainstream movies? So
yeah,
I feel like the only really underrated movie I'd say for me would be like Drop Dead Gorgeous.
I have another one, and it's Untamed Heart with Christian Slater.
You said Slater, and I was like, Ethan Slater?
No, I think it's Christian Slater. I could be totally butchering that. He was in The Heathers. Like,
yeah. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had the wildest crush on him from ages like 10 to probably about 15. Like I would go to lay down at night, and I would think about like an imaginary boyfriend, and it would be 1980s. So I found this movie, Untamed Heart, where he is sort of like an orphan, but he's just like a really strange guy that works at this restaurant with a woman. And kind of the premise, spoiler warning, it like sort of the nun that raised him was the guy that actually switched your heart out with the heart of a gorilla.
What?
But it's like not true. But it's like so sad, but it's so good. It's like a movie to throw on.
Could you even you can't do that.
No, like she was like lying to him.
Oh.
Because major spoiler warning, he dies in the end because he has like a congenital like heart condition.
Right.
But he falls in love with the waitress, and it's so good. It's so good.
No, it's nice. It's nice. I love movies where the main character like dies in the end. But I also hate it at the same time.
I hate movies like, I mean, like, I like them, but I'm like...
Great movie I hate. I'm a huge dystopian fan, but like Divergent.
Divergent.
I hated the books were good. The movies sucked.
Yes.
So bad. I have a lot of thoughts and feelings on book to movie adaptations. That's could be a whole episode in itself.
I was gonna say let's segue, but also I remembered earlier I texted segue, and I think I spelled it like one of the like little trolleys.
Wait, there's another way to spell segue?
I think it's SEGUE.
Are you serious?
I could be a freak, but I was like reading something in my English class, and I was being like, what is that? Like, what is this word? And then somebody else read it. And I felt like I was in 5th grade reading Chaos for the first time because somebody else read it out loud, and they read SEGUE as segue, and I was literally being like, because I have been spelling it SEGWAY.
That's how I thought. Okay, well, I'm also dyslexic, so I can't spell period. But like, girl, God, why are there so many different spellings for so many? I'm tired. Mm-hmm. I need to hop off my high horse on spelling.
I feel like you're on a normal horse with spelling.
I feel like I'm not on a horse with spelling because I just can't spell.
Yeah, maybe we are the horses.
Maybe the spelling is the horses we made along the way. You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where were you for? I gotta stop with that. I gotta stop. So, in case you turned off your TV or phone this weekend, you might have missed the Oscars. And if you did, that's kind of a shame, I fear.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Red carpet looks. First off, Timothy Chalamet. Timothy. I honestly really liked his red carpet look, the pastel yellow.
I think he's much more of like a blue.
I agree.
I think he would have looked lovely in a blue, but I liked the yellow.
The yellow, it complemented him nicely, but I remember when he was going through the red carpet, one of the announcers said, "Oh, doesn't he look like a ray of sunshine?" And then they went, "Get it? Because he's in yellow." It's something, they made a joke about him being in yellow and then said, "Get it? Because he's like in yellow." And I was like, that.
Some of the interviews were just like actually painful. Did you see that one where like somebody was like, "Oh, Megan Thee Stallion, your music makes me want to fight." What?
Oh.
Megan's music is like, I'm really beautiful and I don't have to fight. And I'm smart.
I feel like Megan's music is very like, I'm a baddie. Like,
yes, I'm a baddie.
If you don't rock with that, like,
get out of here.
Get out.
But that's nuts, right?
Oh my God, wasn't there? There was an interviewer I saw where like Ariana Grande was walking past, and Ariana was like, "I want to talk to you, but like I have to save my vocal cords," which thank God she did, because her rendition of "Somewhere Over the Rainbow" brought me to tears.
Yeah, she hasn't sung that in a minute too. You were telling me about that.
Yeah, she hasn't sang that song since I think her Manchester show after the bombing, and during that performance she started like sobbing, because I mean like it was a tribute to like the people who lost their lives in her show at the show, but then like a lot of her fans were taking this like she was able to sing it and not cry, and she sang it beautifully, and it was like her being like, "Hey, I'm healed and I'm okay." And I think both for her and Cynthia, Wicked really like healed them in a way. I feel like I don't know. I feel like Ariana's so much happier compared to how she was like 4 or 5 years ago. But also there's a lot of like controversy about that online too.
There's so much about that. That's another thing. Like these women, Ariana and other girls who are like in that older Gen Z, younger millennial age bracket, where like everything they do is dissected. Like, oh, I think she missed this and like sometimes it is troubling to see somebody go from what you consider to be like a normal healthy weight or a weight that they were when they were younger to like very slim and very slender, and losing like a lot of like kind of like the color in their skin. We mentioned a little bit down the line, but she's very, very pale, but also I don't know her.
Yeah.
I literally don't know her.
That's the other thing. I hate the parasocial relationships that people develop with celebrities online. Like, there's a fine difference between like being a fan of somebody and compulsively obsessing over a celebrity.
Yes.
Like, I mean, I'll admit I'm a huge fangirl of so many people, but will I ever like form that type of parasocial relationship? No, because it's like I have a life.
Yeah.
I fear anybody who has like I feel like a parasocial relationship in that way needs to go out and touch grass.
Go outside.
Like you need to go out and touch grass. That's it.
I saw Brittany Broski one time at the airport, and I sat like okay, so my table is facing that way, and then like probably she was like where camera 3 is over there.
Okay.
And she was eating Mexican food right next to me, and I didn't say anything because she had just released an episode where she was being like, "I love you guys, but I am so tired all of the time." But I was literally like sitting there being like so.
For reference, for everybody watching, camera 3 is like, I'd say that's like what, 6 feet?
Yeah, like 6 feet away.
6 feet away. God, I feel like if I saw a celebrity in the wild, I don't know what I would do. Like, just kind of just like at an airport, I think I wouldn't say anything, honestly.
I'm too cool for school.
I would just kind of be like, I know who you are, but I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
Unless I can make eye contact and they can read my face and they're like, hi, and I'm
Yeah.
like, sorry, I didn't know if like I could come talk to you. Like I didn't want to interrupt like your day-to-day life.
Your vibe, dude.
Your vibe.
The waiter did come over though, and he was being like, "Hey, are you the girl that drank the kombucha?" And she was being like, "Yep." It was crazy. I was gossiping with my boyfriend though about someone I knew from high school who was getting married. I was being like, "This is crazy," and he was eating it up. So I was like, "This is a good conversation to actually just delve into."
That's some of like the best gossip, honestly. But
Yes.
okay.
I love talking to him.
Okay, next red carpet look that we have down. How do you say it? Coleman Domingo? Am I going to say?
I feel like that is maybe misspelled on the doc.
Hold on. I'm pulling it up because
I think it's Coleman Domingo.
yeah, I don't know how that got on there. Yeah, Domingo. His outfit, honestly, I remember when he popped up on my screen, I was like, wait, he's kind of eating. I love the glasses. Everything just tied together so nicely. He very much, like, red looked very good on him. I have served. He served. I fear he did serve. Zoe Saldana. I feel like I'm going to butcher some of these names.
It's Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana, okay. Won Best Supporting Actress for the night for Emilia Perez. I did like the dress. However, my friend that I was watching it with, like, turned and looked at me. And she's like, it reminds me of, like, a mushroom cloud.
Which, like, valid, but also I think it was so interesting, like, the texture, the draping.
The top.
I thought she looked awesome. I thought it was
Was
like
the
a
top
really beautiful.
sheer?
No, I'm pretty sure it was all silk. Sorry, New York Times kicked me out of looking at it.
No, I'm looking at it now. Her necklace as well was just like, we have it written down. Necklaces are so bad.
Necklaces are so. Oh, I get what you're talking about. I think it's like a netting. Like a cornet netting. But necklaces are so back. I missed them so bad. Sorry, you're rich. I want to see how rich you are.
Honestly, yeah. I like the minimalistic rich. Like, it's like an item you look at and it's like, I know exactly what that is, but you wear it in such a way it's so, like, minimal. Like,
I love gaudy people. I love maximalism. Like, think of, like, Fran Fine from The Nanny. That's my queen. Like, it's like, it's big, it's interesting, they play with texture, they play with, like, silhouettes. Like, if you have money, like,
flaunt it.
I know that you have money, just go ahead and, like,
just
bring out the jewels.
Say it in my face.
Yes.
Call me broke.
Bring out the jewels, bro.
Bring it out.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved her gloves, too.
The gloves, honestly, were so, like, are they, I'm looking at the picture. Those are sheer.
Yeah, her gloves are sheer.
Did she have her nails done? No, I don't think she did.
I think they're just like a painted nude, maybe just well trimmed.
Honestly, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like, okay, no, she's in we're talking about her in a little bit, but Cynthia.
Yes.
Her nails
were incredible.
Her nail tech is so insane.
Yes.
Like, I think she had her on the set of Wicked. Phenomenal. But I was gonna say, I feel like people need to be like, bring back like minimal nails sometimes, because sometimes I want to see the outfit. Your nails eat though. No, I feel like I'd consider that like minimal. It's very like, I don't know, cat eye.
Yeah. Meow. I went to a party where the theme was dressed like an animal, so I decided that. Kitty it. Mikey Madison.
I loved her outfit.
She looked so darling. Like that was the word that I was being like, you're adorable.
Also, the bows.
So cute.
I love how bows have made such a huge comeback. They've made a comeback for a while now, but like, I feel like I have to thank Gracie Abrams for kind of being like a bow girl. She was wearing bows back in like 2022, 23. That was when I started noticing it. Personally, when I was like, oh, she's wearing bows. Wait, that's kind of cute. Wait, I forgot about that. I feel like probably it was before Gracie, but like that's when I started noticing it. It was like 22, 23.
I think the first look that I like really noticed that had a lot of bow influences was Elle Fanning.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was like when I was being, I'm just also a huge Elle Fanning fan. Elle Fanning fan.
Elle Fanning fan.
Loved the bows. I loved the pink. I think the pink was just like.
It complimented her so nicely.
Yes. I would love to see her and Sandra Bullock play like somehow like that they're related. I think that they are so fun. And Best Actress. Good job, girlfriend.
I know. Her speech was so cute.
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez. Oh my God. So Selena Gomez's outfit was giving very old Hollywood. And I ate it up. Ate it up so hard. It was also made by Ralph Lauren.
Yes. I love her.
And then also, once again, we're going back to necklace. It was just so, hair, old Hollywood, dress, old Hollywood, necklace, old Hollywood, makeup, old Hollywood, everything about it, old Hollywood.
I love her.
She's just, I'm so excited for her new album. What did you think of has she released 2 singles so far for it?
Hey.
1, 2 singles?
I don't know.
Essentially.
I don't actually listen to music. Like, I'm a freak. I just listen to the radio a lot.
Do you wish... There's a radio station, 99.9.
Yeah. Dua Lipa? Yeah, that thing. Clock.
Anytime I hear that,
It kills me.
Hits 99.9. Okay, robot.
I love her hair. And also, I love pomade. Like, that's how they got that. They put pomade in her hair. And I think as a society, we need to stop being afraid of having hair that is a little sticky because it ends up looking like
so
that.
Good. Also, just like, her stylist, like 10 out of 10 on that one. 8, slayed the boots house down. Okay. I've been saying that a lot again recently. Slayed the boots house down. Cynthia Erivo, I absolutely loved this look.
Yes.
Very like the deep green, the velvet, the way that it also mimics Alphaba in a way. Both her and Ariana's looks mimic their characters so well. And the nails.
Yeah. I loved the shoulder structure.
Yes. Oh my God. I need to pull it back up. I need to look at it again. Because
she looked magnificent.
And it was like an open back, but it also had like the, what would you call this? Like the Count Dracula type, like collar. That's the word I'm looking for.
Next was Emma Stone. Whatever, she was wearing Louis Vuitton. Okay.
It was very like simple.
Yes.
Honestly, it fits her vibe very well. And
yeah.
I don't know, I feel like the name Emma Stone,
Emma Stone.
I feel like when I hear like Emma Stone, I would picture her in something like this, what she wore. The way her hair was done too was very, once again, like old Hollywood.
The girls were bringing it with hair.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of here, once again, going back to it, I'm here for the old Hollywood. I love me the old Hollywood.
It just looks really glamorous.
It does.
Like, hey, I'm having a hard time buying eggs, but you're not. And I dislike you for that, but also, if you're going to show up to a party where I know that, like, that's like an insanely expensive award, you probably made absolute bank being paid to be in these Oscar-nominated films, most likely, or directing them. Show up one.
Yeah. I also love the Oscars because you're able to see all the behind-the-scenes people that I feel like don't really get recognized that often.
Absolutely.
And I honestly love it because it makes my heart happy when I see all of like the people who win become happy. Like the people, best animated film, what the cat Flo. I never saw it, but I love watching their reactions and how happy they got because then I started crying because I love watching people be happy. But then also, not to mention, I wanted that one to win just because it had a cat on the cover.
Yes, I get it.
Okay. Halle Berry.
Okay.
I said this one kind of reminds me of a disco ball.
And I said it's giving Sherry Hill prom dress. Just a little bit.
Just a smidgen. Was it a 2-piece? I'm looking at it. It looked like it was a 2-piece.
It just looked, I mean, it's obviously gorgeous on her.
Yeah.
She's incredibly beautiful. But I think it was like the big kind of mosaic that they were going for cheapened it a little bit, along with like the bustier structure. Like it's like one or the other. But she looked amazing.
She did look amazing. I didn't see her I didn't see the outfit until she like came out to present the award that she was presenting.
Absolutely.
But I was still kind of like, first words out of my mouth were, that looks like a disco ball.
She could wear a potato sack and
still make it look
phenomenal.
good.
Yeah.
No, because she still looked phenomenal. Once again,
her makeup was incredible. I loved her hair.
Once again, that just timeless look.
Well, it's really that little bob with the complete slick back, and then the
she's a
bounce
person
at
that
the
pulls
end.
off a bob really well.
Yes, she can. I think she's very cute.
Oh my
very
God.
cute lady.
I was talking to, I think, Josh the other day about this. Were you a fan of Taylor Swift's bob back in 2016? You can be so honest here. Because
I can't say anything about her bob because when I tell you that I had my hair is not naturally this color. My hair is very mousy brown.
Wait, are you serious? You're not.
I feel like no.
Wait, why is this like coming as like a shock? No, because I genuinely, this whole time I've known you, have genuinely thought that you're just like a natural ginger.
That is so crazy. Look at my eyebrows.
But like, to me, I'm like, she looks great. Like,
thank you.
You pull it off so nicely.
Thank you so much.
I feel like
I'm not a ginger.
So bad.
I think it would look cute. Everybody just has to find so there are like levels in hair color. And so your natural hair color, and then go over on the level that it is. Like so if you wanted to go red, you'd find your natural hair color, what tone looks best on you. Like if you are like that brown or a blonde, and then it's like a wheel, but you just go from, so like for funsies, like let's say I'm a 2B blonde, and then I'd just go over it, and then I'd be like a 2C red. Oh. So go around on the wheel. But I don't even remember what the hell. Oh, yeah. So I have like a very mousy brown hair color naturally. I got a bob and then I got a bang. And I literally looked like Coconut Head. And so did she. And so I'm not going to judge her for that.
God, I feel like every girl in between the ages of like 3 to 12 or 13 had straight across bangs at some point. I'm a victim of it. She's a victim of it. I feel like it's a very like common thing.
Every time I get bangs, I'm being like 2 days after, I'm being like, no.
Literally.
Why did I do that?
That's why I get like my bangs are like, they're kind of, you can't really see them, but like they're hidden right now. But like sometimes when I do them up, like I think I did them this past weekend and I looked back at pictures and I was like, why did you do that?
I also cut my own hair.
Really?
My mom was a hairstylist, so I think I've been to a hairdresser like twice.
So like free haircuts?
Yeah, if you would want me to cut your hair, just like understand like I'm not a professional. Hey.
I just got these dead ends.
Okay, yeah, I would trim those for you, no problem. But
Salon
I cut
Erica.
my bangs over the summer. I was literally being like, okay.
Why would you do that?
So I don't do bangs now. Who's next? Michelle Yeoh. Love the blue.
Michelle, yes. Michelle, the blue was gorgeous on her. We were discussing this earlier. It just did not look ironed.
It was either like the seams were puckering or something. I don't think it was that it was puckering. It was just like down by her knees.
It like I'm looking at the picture. If you can easily look this up and look at it with us, but like I can see what you mean. Like by the knees, it's just who was in charge of making sure that this dress was like steamed, because they did a pretty crappy job.
Her skin looked absolutely gorgeous and glowy. She looked amazing, just like soft. Like she looked soft and a little bit airbrushed, but like warm. And I loved the necklace, like with her décolletage, like that looked amazing. And her like it was a
I love the
low bun.
the ear thing that she's got going on, like the big kind of like earpiece that wraps around. It looks like gorgeous. I love pieces like that. I also love like that's kind of what's back right now is like people having like dainty jewelry and then like a ring and then it connects.
I can't believe that's back. Honestly.
I can't either. One of my friends like has one of those and she wears it all the time, and I'm always like, I literally wish I could like wear that, but I can't.
Yeah.
I feel like it just wouldn't I feel like it just wouldn't look great.
I
If I had my
wear a
nails
ton of
done.
jewelry, honestly.
I know.
Like, I don't wear necklaces or...
Like, I have my staple pieces, which are, like, my earrings. I have a necklace. Oh, I'm trying not to touch the mic. I have 2 necklaces, and then I have my Apple Watch that I wear all the time. I'm one of those people.
That's okay. I don't wear jewelry. I also leave my phone everywhere. I feel like a very old man sometimes.
Wait, what do you just, like, set your phone down and just kind of forget that it's there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I've done that, except where I'm holding my phone. I'm like, guys, I cannot have my phone. And everyone's looking at me like, are you girl?
Yeah.
It's there. And I'm like, oh, oopsies. My bad.
Yes, but Michelle Yeoh looked phenomenal, gorgeous. The dress, the color was amazing on her. It was just like that little detail where, like, as soon as I saw, and I think it's because her dress was most likely made out of like a heavier polyester material so that it could have that structure that was needed. But it's also just unforgiving in general, like when it comes to like little seams like that.
Yeah. But Ariana Grande, her dress, it was so pretty. I absolutely adored it. Very like nod to Glinda once again. But I also was thinking that I love the pale pink, but I feel like it washed her out.
Yes.
Because going back to kind of what you're talking about, I feel like gotten a little bit more like paler, but what's like, once again, we don't know her. So people obviously grow up, people change, but also at the same time, I just feel like it would very like wash her out. And I feel like Ariana does better with like darker colors. Maybe that's just me, or it's like, I'm trying to think of like what,
I think it's the blonde that is washing her out. And I think if she had done that with a darker lip, with a with a bolder eye, and then a darker hair color, but like that's the Glinda hair, so I do get it.
I wonder if she'll ever go back to her darker hair.
I want to see her as a ginger.
You know what? Yeah! I'm honestly at this point,
I think she would look awesome as a ginger. I think everyone would look awesome as a ginger.
Gingers take over the world when?
I'm gonna cough. I'm so sorry, Kate.
Breathe. Water,
guys.
water. Can we get water? Water on set. Water on set.
Tickle in my throat.
But honestly, this is like so like on topic but off topic. I love Ariana Grande's hand tattoos. They're so like, I feel like on her it just like, I don't know, makes sense. They're so
I'm tatted.
Oh my god, I forgot about your little finger tattoo.
Yeah, what do you think I was pointing at?
I thought you were doing the holding space.
God.
Oh god. That's like you did that and I was like,
no, I was meta reference. I love it.
and you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now I'm gonna start coughing.
Remove your mic.
Hold on, I'm playing it safe. Sorry, I am back.
I feel like she's been looking really, really matte lately, which is good.
Ariana?
Yeah, like it's like good if she wants to look matte, but I'd like to see her like in a very glossy look and not like that 2016 like where everybody was shiny. But I want to see her look glossy.
Glossy.
Like almost like, you know how
Like the dewy.
Tate McRae looks glossy.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I want to see Ariana in like the Tate McRae makeup. I feel like that would just be phenomenal.
Yes. Sorry.
Very ominous.
No, it's my friend is being like, what do you mean I have to print my paper for the English class? Girl, stop texting me right now.
Okay.
Doja Cat.
I love Doja.
I thought she looked
slayed.
Wonderful.
Like the eye, slayed. The dress pattern, like the leopard print, slayed. I love the little scarf.
Yes.
I was like, with the necklace too. I was like, wait.
She looks hot. Like, she looked hot.
No.
Point blank.
No, she did. Body T. So T. God. She served. Wait, didn't she present an award? No, she sang.
Yeah.
Did she sing or she perform? No, she sang. It was during the James Bond.
Is that what it was?
The James Bond thing, because this is gonna be so niche of me.
Yeah,
to
tribute
say.
performance.
This is gonna be really niche. I don't know actually how niche this is gonna be to say, but I remember because all of a sudden I remember watching the girl from Blackpink.
Lisa?
Lisa was performing. I remember looking back and being like, hey, I see some of the Eras Tour dancers just dinking around. And I was like, oh my God, I know you. And then all of a sudden Doja came out and I saw more of them and I was like, oh my God, what's going on? Also, I think Doja came out in a different
outfit,
dress,
yeah.
To perform, which I love that one as well.
I love an animal print. Sorry. I'm a wild girl. I like wild prints. I like cheetah. I like tigers. I like giraffe. I actually don't like giraffe print on me. It looks great on others.
Where's
so.
giraffe print?
I don't know.
Is giraffe print trending? Has it ever trended?
I don't know. Hang up with the trends. Wear what you want.
Wear what you want. Wear a potato sack. Wear something. I don't know.
Wear a potato sack now.
Oh my God. Next episode, potato sacks. Next episode, potato sacks. And wigs.
It's actually Lent, so I'm giving up potato sacks for
Are you serious?
the next 40 days.
Why would you give up potato sacks? At least give up like purple lace
Vaping?
bra. Okay.
Yeah.
So
That
winners and snubs in terms of this. I guess you guys are gonna be considered snubbed because that's all the time we have today, you guys. I wish we could sit and talk all day, but my mom's in town.
yeah.
My mom's in town. I'm about to go get some free food. So
Yeah, hope you have a good week. I don't know.
whatever time, day. Have a great
Yeah.
day, great night, whenever you're watching this.
But in the meantime, maybe turn on the TV. Keep up with the pop media.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or
you can
don't.
Or just tune back in next week.
We can fill you in.
We'll always fill you in.
Well, I'm Erica.
I'm Maggie.
And we're almost socially irrelevant.
See you guys next week. Mwah, mwah.